My name is Ben Lund. I'm the founder of Rise Marketing Group. In this video, I'm going to go over a website audit checklist. And what exactly does that mean? This is a checklist that any website owner should review just to make sure that their website is in an ideal spot and puts itself in the best possible chance to drive customers as well as leads for your business. So let's jump right into it. So first and foremost, you need to have proper measurement. Analytics is number one. If you don't have proper measurement in analytics, you have no idea how your website is even doing and what users are doing on your website or where they're even coming from. So first, I'd recommend getting Google Analytics on your website. For anyone who does have Google Analytics, but it's universal analytics, make sure that you upgrade this as soon as possible, GA4. That is the new standard that's out there. You need to get that upgraded because universal analytics is sunset, will be sunset July of 2023. So get that all set up. Next is Google Search Console. For any of you SEOs out there, you know what I'm talking about, but for those who do not know what Google Search Console is, this is an analytics and SEO tool that's free that Google provides. It gives a wealth of information of how people are searching for your site, how they're finding you on Google, and what types of keywords that they're clicking on that are going to your website. It's super valuable just to understand how you're ranking on Google and it gives helpful tips on how to improve that. The last thing on the overall topic of measurement and analytics is leverage any other third-party platforms. We're a big fan of Semrush. It gives a wealth of information, and you can even set up alerts to notify you of ranking changes. So that's number one on our website checklist, is making sure you have proper analytics and measurement set up. Next is content. You have to have good content. This isn't the internet of 10 years ago or 15 years ago where you can just put up whatever content and you'll do okay because it wasn't as competitive. Right now, pick an industry, it's competitive, and you need to have unique, value-driven content. And if it's not unique or value-driven or engaging, users are just going to leave and go to the next site that does provide a much superior experience from a content perspective. So just making sure that your content adds value. If you are good in front of a camera, or even if you're not so good, you should get in front of a camera, because people really engage well with video, and it really helps tell your story with sight, sound, and motion. So just make sure that you have sufficient content that tells your story, has strong value proposition, and is really led by value. So go through your website, take a look at your content. Next is the design of the website. Is it easy to follow? Is it structurally sound? Or is it the menu have so many different options that users will get confused? Just to understand that for anyone who finds your website, they may only be on your website for 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 50 seconds. You can't assume that they are going to find you and stay on your website for 5 minutes. They won't. If they don't know what to do on their website, they're just going to bounce. So making sure that the website design is very clear, concise, straightforward. You give out the information that you want to communicate as early as possible, and guide users to the right path that you would like them to take. So that's the design, just at a high level. Next, if you had a website that has been live for a while, take a look at your site engagement. So this goes back to the measurement topic that I was talking about, is how your visitors, are you getting traffic? Of the traffic, what's the engagement rate? Or your conversion rate, if you set a proper measurement of the percentage of people that visit your website to actually become a customer, maybe transacted with you, or sent out the lead form. These data points are really telling to see where you should be focused on. If you have great engagement rate but you just don't have traffic, well, then you should probably work on your SEO or maybe do some paid advertising. Or if you're getting a lot of traffic but they're just not converting, take a look at your website, take a look at your content. Is it very laid out? Do you have a strong selling proposition? But always be mindful of your site performance, and if you have Google Search Console set up, it will tell you also on your page speed. Is your site slow? Because people have a short attention span, and if your site is taking a while to load, especially on a mobile phone that's not tapped into a Wi-Fi network, that should be top priority. And then lastly, what I would call out for, and this is more for people who are in tune with SEO, is take a look at your domain authority. Are other websites mentioning your website and your business and linking to you? Now, domain authority is a third-party metric. You can access this through a variety of tools, including Semrush, which is the platform that we really like to use. and it's a scoring of 0 to 100, and it just is a metric of how many other websites are linking to you, and this has always been a ranking factor of Google. It's not the ranking factor, but it's one of the more important ranking factors. Now, you just don't want to have any website linking to you. The website has to be contextually relevant and a legit website that's been around for a while, otherwise Google will see right past that. But domain authority is a good thing to check out for your checklist, especially if you're trying to increase your organic traffic. So hopefully this video was helpful in giving some high-level bullet points of what you should be looking at for your website. And if you're watching this on YouTube, click in the description and you'll see a link to our blog post that actually has a downloadable PDF that has a bit more information of things that you should look out for your website. Thank you.